I'm Berks County Commissioner Christian Leinbach, and I want to welcome you to the Commissioners' Board meeting for July the 9th. We are in person, and we're also broadcasting via Microsoft Teams Town Hall and also through BCTV. We'll call the meeting to order with a moment of silence, followed by a pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This time I'll have Veronica Lepore, my executive assistant, read the public comment notice.
Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
And 2026 appropriations in the amount of $148,046 per listing dated July the 2nd of 2026. Is there an echo in here? Just me. Item under Commissioner Rivera, one item, adopt a resolution authorizing the reappointment of Gavin Milligan, Blandon, Pennsylvania, to the Berks County Planning Commission for a 4-year term expiring on December 30th, 2030. Several items under the Commissioners. Adopt a resolution authorizing Kevin S. Barnhart, Chief Operations Officer, to execute the Worker Protection and Investment Certification Form in connection with Berks County Workforce Development Board's grant application for a business education partnership grant through Labor and Industry. These grants are available only to local workforce boards across the Commonwealth. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing Christine M. Sadler, County Solicitor, to execute an engagement letter with Masano Bradley to provide legal representation regarding the negotiation of the potential purchase of 600 Penn Street, Reading, Pennsylvania. Item C, adopt a resolution authorizing the chair to execute the Worker Protection and Investment Certification Form in connection with the County of Berks Health Choices Program. This form certifies that the County of Berks complies with Pennsylvania's unemployment compensation law, workers' compensation law, and all applicable Pennsylvania state labor and workforce safety laws. Item D, adopt a resolution authorizing the execution of a project modification request for the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency Violence Intervention and Prevention Grant. This resolution shall further authorize the Chief Operations Officer to execute all documents and agreements necessary to facilitate and assist in obtaining the requested project modification. We rarely do this, but today we are, actually, I'm going to ask for a motion to amend the agenda to add item E, Resolution 212.2026. It says, adopt a resolution authorizing the chair to execute a letter of certification in connection with the application of Cook County Wellness Services to the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency for the U.S. Department of Justice Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistant Grant Program funding. Should Cook County Wellness Services decide to maintain the programming initiated through this grant opportunity beyond the conclusion of the grant period, anticipated to be on or around December 31st of 2028, the organization will actively seek additional grant and philanthropic funding sources to ensure the program's continuation. Is there a motion to amend the agenda to include this item? I'll have some comments.
I'll make the motion.
I will second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any comment? First, I'll ask if there's any public comment. There may be online something there. Not on that issue. So this is a request that came in, I believe, yesterday. It has a deadline of July 14th. We cannot meet that deadline, and this grant requires an endorsement from the local governmental body. So in this case, our solicitors recommended that this is an appropriate use of relatively recent change in the law that allows for the amendment. Any other comments?
Nope.
All those in favor of amending the agenda to add item E signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried. Thank you. Item 2, a motion to authorize the execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the contract agenda listing dated July the 6th of 2026. There are 15 contracts, 1 with Career Link, 10 jointly with Children and Youth Services and Juvenile Probation, 1 with Facilities and Operations, 1 with Parks and Rec, 1 with the Sheriff's Office, and 1 with Treasurer and Tax Claim. Item 3, a motion to authorize the execution of payments and electronic transfers for the week ending July 10th of 2026. Item 4, a motion to authorize the execution of employee payroll disbursements dated July 14th of 2026. Item 5, motion to authorize the execution of tax collectors payroll dated July 15th of 2026. Item 6, motion to authorize the execution of payments and electronic transfers for the week ending July 17th of 2026, subject to final review and approval by the Chief Operations Officer, or in their absence, the Deputy Chief Operations Officer. And item 7, a motion to authorize budget transfers and appropriations for the week ending July 17th of 2026, subject to final review and approval by the Chief Operations Officer, or in their absence, the Deputy Chief Operations Officer.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried. We'll move now to reports of our treasurer and our controller. We'll begin with our Berks County Treasurer, Mitch Darcourt. Mitch.
Thank you, Commissioner. Today, we have an opening balance of $302,360,470.77. We have a balance to clear of $7,085,638.58, leaving us with a balance of $295,274,832.19. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mitch. Moving now to our Berks County Controller, Joe Rutterow, with the Controller's Report. Joe.
Thank you, Chairman Lineback. For the week ending July 10, 2026, we have an accounts payable and total cash disbursement of $4,394,436.01. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Moving now to our Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Barnhart.
Thank you, Commissioner Linebacker. Our team has nothing to offer at the present time. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving now to Commissioners' comments. We'll begin with Commissioner Michael Rivera.
Thank you, Commissioner Lineback. I have brief comments today. First of all, this past Monday, I was able to go to Penn State Berks to visit the Emerging Entrepreneur Leadership Academy. It's a 6-week academy for kids that are in high school, and they do 1 week of in-class training, then they go out a week and do an internship, and they come back. So it's really 6 weeks that these kids take from their summer to learn about entrepreneurship and leadership in general. So I want to commend Gary Seibert and the team at the Emerging Entrepreneur Leadership Academy. Thank Penn State Berks for their support of this program, and congratulate all those youth who could be doing many other things during their summer, but decided to spend 6 weeks learning about entrepreneurship and leadership. I had the opportunity to listen to a little bit about what they were doing there, and I was very impressed with the program. Second, this past Monday as well, sorry, getting my days mixed up here, we had the opportunity to go to City Hall here and visit with delegates from our sister cities in Germany and Great Britain. Great opportunity to meet them and hear from them as well. This past Monday, most of them headed back on Monday right afterwards, and there was one who was heading back today because he wanted to stay for the July 8th celebration. And interesting enough, he was the one from Great Britain who wanted to stay and enjoy our July 8th celebration. Also, yesterday we had our July 8th Liberty Bell celebration here in front of the courthouse. I'm sure Commissioner Lineback will speak more about that. So I do want to congratulate Commissioner Lineback and his executive assistant, Veronica Lepore, for the great work that they did putting this together. Also want to thank everyone else who was involved in this. We had our facilities department, just many others involved in there. It was a great event, great weather. But again, thank Commissioner Lineback and Veronica for the great work that they did there. Also, all three of us had the opportunity to be at the Why I'm Missing July 4th parade on Saturday, and Commissioner Lineback, he has something here that the county wants, so I'll let him speak further about that. But it was a great opportunity to get out there. Kevin was there, and we had Jessica Weekneck was there. Our Joe Rudder was there, also our controller. So we had different people here. Jonathan Heisman was there. Veronica Lepore was there. All three of us were there. So we had a great time at that parade, handing out American flags to the people that attended. We do not have an election board meeting today. One other thing, yesterday, all three of us had the opportunity to go to the 71st award ceremony at the Berks County Fair to recognize youth who are involved in agriculture and in the fair, including 4-H and other ag-related activities. So congratulations to those youth. Again, the fair, Berks County Fair, is there through Saturday. Look them up online and give them a visit. There's rides there, there's bull riding, there's food vendors, and there's music, a lot of good fun stuff going on there. My last item is I will not be here next Thursday, as I will be at the National Association of Counties annual conference in New Orleans, and that will be starts Friday and it ends on Monday. So I will be coming back on Tuesday of the following week. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rivera. Moving now to Commissioner Dante Santoni.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a couple things as well. I too want to commend Chairman Lineback and his executive assistant, Veronica, for the great work they did in the Liberty Bell ceremony yesterday, the reading of the Declaration in English, Spanish, and German. It was a great event. The weather was perfect, and I think it was a good time had by everyone involved. As Commissioner Rivera mentioned, last night we were at the Berks County Fair to give the awards out to the young people involved in agriculture. There's a lot of great young people. Just some of the hours there, if people are interested in attending, it'll go from tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. The fair is open all day for, to browse livestock and other exhibits. Rides, food, and vendors are open Thursday and Friday from 4 to 9, and Saturday from 2 to 9. So get over there and enjoy the Reading Fair. This Friday, there'll be a R3 Connections Workers having their rebuilding, reentrance, and reading graduation ceremony right here in this room. We always look forward to that. That's this Friday at 10 a.m. Oh, my weekly reminder about the fan zone coming up. The next 2 dates that we're going to be having a fan zone in downtown Reading at the Santander. The third place game will commence on July the 18th, and we'll be there for that. And there'll be activities along Penn Avenue as well. And the 19th is the World Cup final. So we look forward to that. Hopefully people can come downtown and enjoy the festivities. And next Thursday, we will not be having a commissioners meeting. It's been canceled. So our next meeting will be in 2 weeks. And that's all that I have.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Santoni. I'm going to share my screen. So last Thursday, all 3 commissioners participated in the Wyomissing West Reading Rotary Club Field of Honor. I have a couple quick videos from there. And you know what I didn't do? Just give me a second. Have to sound. Should do it. This was the beginning of the program. And just want to compliment the Rotary Club. This was their 5th year, I believe, of doing this.
No, there is an echo.
Great turnout. They did a great job. On Saturday, the Wyomissing Parade. That the folks on the float were from Sycamore Stage in Robizonia. Jonathan Heinzman, his wife, is one of the leaders there. And we've been working with them for months on this. And they did a great job. A couple other photos. Got Dante Santoni, obviously, his name's on the back there. But you've got Joe Rutterow on the left. Eric, Representative Weekneck is there in the middle. On the right, you have Sheriff Mandy Miller. It was great to do this together. Normally, the elected officials each are tied to a car. Normally, I'm on a motorcycle, but we did this together. Kevin Barnhart and my niece had the banner that Veronica was able to get us from America 250, America's Block Party. And then we have Will Tobin and my nephew, Daniel, holding the banner that is now on the back of our room here. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. And we have the ribbon here to prove it, but we really didn't even know we were competing. And primarily because as elected officials, we're never involved in that. And I don't know, 15 minutes before the parade started, somebody came up and said, "You guys won first place for the float." And I'll tell you, our folks did great. Our VA department donated 1,500 flags. We thought that might be a little too much. We ran out of flags. It was an amazing event. I know some people were in it for the first time and really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, in the afternoon, things got dicey. This is the Star Spangled Spectacular. Dickinson Crane donated their crane and the flag. A lot of people remember they display this on 4th of July at Dickinson Crane. You see along 222 Road to Nowhere. You can tell it's kind of hot. This is my wife, Zilkia, and then Glynis from Alvernia University. I'm showing you this picture because this is one of the toughest things I had to do. Prior to having Representative Gillen, I introduced Representative Gillen and Senator Schwank to read the declaration responsively. We began to get reports on the radar of a significant storm cell moving in. The folks on site, EMS, Western Berks, Burn Police, and then I was talking to Brian and literally had to walk up in the middle of their recitation of the declaration and take the microphone and say, I'm sorry, folks, you need to go to your cars immediately and shelter in place. And within 30 seconds, the wind came. We didn't get a whole lot of rain initially, but by 8:20, there was another big cell coming and we called it. I want to compliment the RSO. The RSO, Andrew Constantine was there. The folks that play in the orchestra were there. They had you can't see it, but most of their equipment is in the back of the stage. And they said, we're going to you tell us. In their contract, they don't play above 90 degrees. It was over 90 degrees. They did everything they could to try to make this happen. But about 8:20, we called it because we saw another cell coming in. And a bunch of us stuck around with RSO and helped them pack their stuff up. But disappointing, but you don't control the weather. And then yesterday, we had the final Liberty Bell event. I have to thank everybody. This was not something that I did. Our America 250 PA Berks committee, Veronica was a huge part of this. I was proud of both of my colleagues. I thought, had great comments to offer. The Ringgold Band was amazing. I did sit up there and watch as one side of the audience began to bake. Christine was on that side of the audience. And occasionally a couple people would get up and go over to the other side. But all things considered, it wasn't last week. We had really great weather and just appreciate what everybody did. I'm going to stop sharing. I have one more video and then my comments are done, but just compelled to share one additional video. Let me pull it up. Sinking Spring. Veronica and I waited about 2 hours. It's pretty incredible train. I'll mention I saw a video last night. Some of you know Carl Reidler from Wernersville. He did a video in Wernersville with a drone that's really incredible looking, watching it come through Wernersville. Notice those are Norfolk Southern cars on the back. Oh, yeah, there were people
You
on.
buy me lunch.
Oh, yeah.
I was right. Pastor was right. Yes.
That is all I have. Any comments from our row officers?
I do not have any at this time.
Nothing to offer, thank you.
There's no public comment in person. We do have public comment online. Craig Schaefer, Cumru Township. I'm calling on all three commissioners to hold a public meeting to discuss the concerns we, your Berks County constituents, have over the county's voluntary collaboration with ICE. We comment here at the commissioners' meeting. Commissioners Lineback and Rivera chose not to comment on these concerns. Please hold a single issue public meeting open to comments from everyone so you can hear directly from constituents. Allentown commissioners recently held a similar, I don't think he means Allentown commissioners, but whatever. It's either the Lehigh commissioners, Northampton council, or Allentown city. Yeah, I'm not sure what group he's talking about. But Allentown commissioners recently held a similar meeting to address their policy and practices. Also, please remind Judge Lash, the Berks County commissioners, quote, perform the executive and legislative function of county government. You, the commissioners, and the jail board are exactly who I should be talking to while we have grave concerns over ICE policies, actions, and enforcement tactics. My comments directly take aim at Berks County law enforcement's voluntary agreement with that agency. Okay. Good morning. My name is Lisa Gallagher from Spring Township. I would like to reiterate my question from yesterday's prison board meeting directly to the commissioners today. Let me stop there. We explain this every time. This is not a Q&A session. That's part of the confusion. This is public comment. So just so everyone is aware, that's why we read the public comment policy at the beginning of every single meeting. We can talk, it's at the discretion of the commissioners, but it is public comment period, and we allow for public comment. So just want to reiterate that. I would like to reiterate my question from yesterday's prison board meeting directly to the commissioners today. All three of you are voting members of this board. I would again like to the statistic of detainees given over to ICE custody by the Berks County Prison who were pre-trial. I am very concerned about the absence of constitutional law being ignored across the county. I would like some transparency as to whether this is also happening our Berks County Prison, which is to say denial of due process. Yesterday, Judge Lash responded with a comment regarding respecting law enforcement pleas, even if some are unlawful. I am not supporting disrespect of our local law enforcement in any way. I know several officers in the county and have had 3 officers living right by me, and they were wonderful people. But that doesn't answer my question as to due process for any pretrial detainees at the prison. I urge a discussion among the 3 of you to bring this up with a larger prison board in the interest of not only transparency, but upholding constitutional law in Berks County. And that ends public comment period.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second?
The meeting is adjourned.